hope so.
Real life. Alive.
Hello, everyone.
How are we, guys?
Hope you guys are all having a good night. Because I'm not. Because I'm sitting here in the same room as Michael.
And me.
But Dennis makes it better.
Oh.
Rightio. So, as you all know, we have got the Battlestation Mini Masters this weekend. I'm pretty excited about it.
Me too.
So we have all the goodies, all of the lists. We have 12 in total. And we're going to...
That's not bad.
Yeah. 12 6 matchups. Should be pretty breezy to get through. So yeah, we'll get to it. So we're going to start off with the order list. I think out of Sunday there is like 58% order.
You guys are terrible.
I know.
Order.
It makes me feel sick. I could not play it. How dare you?
Oh.
How dare you?
Order.
Anyway, so we're going to start with some KO, and the first list off the ranks is Sam's.
Sam.
So
I got to play Sam recently.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was a good game, really good game. We're going to play the Angels versus his KO.
Yeah.
At 2000. Yeah, it was real tight game, real close.
Yeah.
Just like in there, which is good.
Ooh, good old Angel. See, there you go. Order.
Destruction.
Yes.
Alright, so what do we got for Sam's?
Cool. So he's playing KO. We know that his Skyport is Barack Urbaz. And what's his Caradron code?
He has the Seek. What's that one?
Seek New Prospects. Is his article.
Yeah, that's his article.
Mm-hmm.
And he always takes what you're owed.
Mm.
Sounds like a dwarf thing.
It does, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty greedy little bastards.
Where's the war? Where's the gold?
Yeah. Where there's war, there's gold.
Oh, where there's war, there's gold, right?
So basically, I got some notes here. So for people who are watching this and not really sure what lists do, or if you're playing on the day and you're like me and still have no idea what lists do, I've got some notes.
There's so many notes on this list, guys.
There
it's
is.
hectic.
Yeah.
There's more notes than there are units to go on the page.
I spent a good few hours trying to go through them all.
It's crazy.
I have like pretty much everyone can roll. So it's like KO. Sorry, not KO, but like this whole year has just been a write-off.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways. So we've lost touch with a lot of stuff, and unfortunately, I sort of jumped back on and was like, "Holy shit! I better put some notes down. Otherwise, we're going to sound pathetic."
Yeah, well,
I mean, we're just a touch above that anyway.
Yeah, only just.
No one expects.
We are kind of a little bit touch. We've been a bit slack.
Yeah.
Played as many games that virus thing.
It's terrible and everything. That's the excuse we're going to use anyway. So thanks everyone for watching too. I think we have 7 people watching at the moment. So thanks very much, Patty. Good day.
What's going on, guys?
Happy birthday to Mr. David Maitland too. It is his birthday today. So I hope you've been having a wonderful day. I know that you must be pretty close to becoming a dad again. So congratulations with that. Hopefully everything is smooth sailing there. So back to the list.
Yeah,
so always take what you are owed is basically they get an extra ether gold for D3 units. So D3 units get an extra ether gold.
Sandy.
Yeah.
That ether gold is very useful.
Yeah. Hey Gary. So ether gold is basically a triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's super good.
Use it to auto pass bravery test as well, can you?
I don't know whether that's.
Or is that on certain units?
Yeah, I don't know whether that's where we're a bit out of touch. I know you can, re-roll ones to hit, re-roll ones to wound, re-roll saves. I don't know whether battle shots one anymore.
No, neither do I.
Can we all sound good as well? Can someone tell us to? Hey, Jacoby, legend. Yeah, just we are completely doing this like brand new.
Right, thanks.
Thank you. All right, cool. Just before we sound like we're going and nothing's coming out. Hey, Keegan. All right, so where there's war, there's gold. What does that do? Then it's like...
So after battle, at the end of the combat phase, the Skyfarer unit, which is your engine master and your engine riggers.
Yep.
They gain an ether gold.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Very useful. That's very useful, especially if you can use it to reroll hits wounds.
Yeah, saves. Yep. When you can reroll ones, especially if stuff's hitting on 2s, there's always a bunch of ones I find. Like always.
Yes, always.
Don't even say that they hit on 2s because you'll just roll 1s.
Oh, you'd be surprised how often you roll a 1 when you need 2.
It's just ridiculous. And the same goes for if you need 2s. If you need like 3s, you roll 2s. Yeah, the list goes on. We all know what it's like. Dice are the devil. His leaders are the Enderman Master with, I'm going to say this so wrong, dirigible suit.
I can say it.
You can say it.
I can say it.
I can't say it. And his command trait is the Grudge Bearer. So you pick an enemy hero before the first battle round, and you deal double damage against it. That's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
1,000 points, especially.
Yeah.
You pick out little characters and just pull super
easily.
Like those super niche characters that you definitely need.
Yeah.
No, they'll just kill.
Yeah. So he's going to be something to look out for with that double damage, and you don't even know which one he's chosen until he's going up against it. So, too late. Bye. So his artifact is phosphorite bomblets. So that is crap. Tell me what that does. I remember.
Once per battle, the shooting phase, pick an enemy unit within 6 inches, and roll a dice on a 2+ inflicts a mortal wound. Roll again.
Yes.
Stop when you roll a 1, or the target is destroyed.
Yeah.
That is not cool.
I've had nightmares about that. I've had nightmares about that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that means I don't want it to happen to me.
Yeah, like
get that shit out.
I don't want to be near him with his little suit flying around the table. Thank you very much. So his units. What has he got for units?
So, just saying that Engine Master, he's a Skyfarer unit as well. So for that, where there's war, there's gold. That ability, that's most on him.
Yeah.
So for units, we've got 6 injuries, and they can heal potentially sky vessels. That's very useful at 1,000 points.
Yeah, really, really
like,
good.
That's so good. We've got 1 Skyhook and we've got 1 drill launcher in the unit. Those are not cool.
I'm in the chat apparently. Let me go. Like I can
I wonder who's doing that.
Yeah. Anyone want to take any guesses? All right, and he's got 3 gun haulers.
Who would do that? Sam. I feel better of you.
Yeah, this is nasty. So,
and he's got a frigate as well down there too, as a behemoth.
Yeah.
Because who needs more boats?
Who needs more boats up there? And they all have the sky cannon too. So I think you got to choose which attacker's got.
Yeah. So you got the short range and the long range attack.
Yeah, but the long range attacker does D6 damage, I believe.
Yeah,
it's
got less shots. Yeah. The short range has more shots, but it does less damage.
So I had to do a little bit of reading up because again, like I'm not a big order player, and especially like anything to do with KO, which there's not a lot of players up here.
No,
so you guys were all down in Brisbane way. So I had to look up what they did. So disengage. So this is really cool. So this model and any models in the garrison can still shoot in the same turn as long as there's no enemy flying units within 3 inches. So
yeah, that's handy. I was able to keep his stuff from flying away with a War Crusher.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That is good, and it was like completely by accident if I've ever done that because there's no tact whatsoever.
No tactical skills here.
No.
We've got Fly High as well. That's a really cool ability. So instead of making a normal move, they can retreat and disengage.
Yeah, that's cool.
And remove. So you remove from the battlefield. Set it up 9 inches away from anything.
Awesome.
It's very useful.
That's really cool. And I'm pretty sure the engine riggers can hang on to the side of these sky vessels as well. So not only can they have the potential to heal them, but they also can just damage up and truth bombs. I'm all about the truth.
Yeah.
So then they can also grab onto the side of these vessels and climb aboard as well. So hey, Carwin, what's going on?
Hey, Carl, what's going on?
Oh, dirty KO, you got that
Yeah,
right.
I'm with you, Carl.
So this list, I think, is about a 6 drop.
Yep.
That's pretty cool as well. I think a lot of these lists, I think 6 to 7 drops probably the biggest sort of list that we have. Most of them are underneath that. So we'll see how we go. There's a lot of maneuverability in this, a lot of flyers. The end ring is really good as well.
Mobility is key in these sort of lists, especially at 1,000 points.
Yeah, flying high is really good too.
It's
a neat trick. So you got to watch out for that too because they can just piss off out of combat and just appear somewhere else. So that's pretty cool, especially in an objective-based game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes for Sam. He certainly knows how to play it because I think he's been playing this list now, or even KO for quite a while, and they look really good too. So
what do we got next?
So we got another KO list. So this is Stratty. Yeah. So he's playing Barack Obaz Skyport as well.
Yep.
But his list is a little bit different when it comes to leaders.
So he's got 8 accounts for his general.
Yeah.
So you subtract 1 from the hit rolls for attacks made by enemy models within 3 inches.
Yeah,
very useful.
That's cool. Yeah, always like if you can get some negs in there like that,
definitely.
Always pretty handy.
Take things from 3 to 4 is a big job.
Yeah, definitely. And what else? What's his command traits? Chemist Supreme.
So etheric augmentation affects 2 units. Pick 1 friendly Skyfarer's unit, hold it within 12. Until the next hero phase, reroll wound rolls of 1.
Yeah,
reroll wound rolls of 1 attacks.
Yeah, so I probably just wrote that. Yeah, don't worry about attacks.
Yeah, so reroll wound rolls of 1.
Yeah, I was just off with the fairies there when I wrote that. Cool, and then like you can take an endless spell from any faction, and it can't be unbound, but can be dispelled once per battle.
Oh, I see what he's taking.
Yeah, when you look down the page there, you're just like, that is dirty.
Hey Sam, do you remember when I took the thing on the Maw Crusher, the Weirden? It's very useful. Just a little 4-up, just ignore that spell.
Yeah, just see it. Cool. So his battle line, he's got a gun hauler, another gun hauler, and 10 Archanaut company.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's a different list. I was like, at least they're playing the same Skyport, but they've mixed it up.
Yeah, definitely. He's got he's got Ironclad there as well.
Yeah, he's got the Ironclad, so that's the big boat. So at least Sam just went with the frigate, but Stratty's thrown in the Ironclad. So that's the big guy running around, and it's got the Great Sky Cannon as well. So a lot of damage potential coming out of that as well, and the endless spell of the Warp Lightning Vortex. So
what else would you take?
He is going to be that guy.
He is that guy.
So
and that's a terrible little spell to have off.
Yeah. So if people aren't aware of what that spell does, there's like 3 parts, 3 points to that spell. So it casts on an 8. You set it up wholly within 3 inches of the caster. The first one, then the second one has to be within I think 6 inches, and then the other one has to be the same range.
6 inches of both.
Yeah, so it virtually creates like a little
triangle. Yeah.
And then you add 1 if like an enemy unit is within 2 models of this endless spell, and you add 2 if they're within 6 inches of all of them. So of the 3 points, if I'm explaining this like an idiot, please tell me. And then on a 4+, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. On an unmodified 6, they suffer D6. So that's pretty nasty. Mortal wounds are always good to know.
Does it affect your movement or something as well?
Probably does. I didn't read that on the War Scroll, but I thought the shackles affected your movement and did some mortal wounds, but we just know it does mortal wounds. And don't get in range of all 3 points because that's when.
Well, don't put all 3 points around you.
Yeah, because you can get stuck there, and then that's gross. So little heroes, if you have that around, you're going to be suffering some mortal wounds. So, yeah, I believe that's about a 5-drop.
Yep, that was a 5-drop.
Yeah. I think a 5-drop is about average for, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, points is hard to get low because you don't spend all your points on cards because it's just not feasible, really.
And the thing I found in common with these 2 lists is they've only got 1 hero.
Yeah.
Each of them. Yeah. So that'll be interesting as well.
They've got all the big boats there that try and do the work for them.
That's true. But when it comes to scenarios, who knows what happens there?
Yeah.
I mean, they'll just shoot everything off the table. Everyone sort of gets it.
But
oh god, rough.
I'll be back in like 3 this time, guys. I don't want to talk about these guys.
No, not at all. So, if anyone can guess before we say, go ahead. We've got at least 3 players, so a quarter of the field playing this filth. Yes. So, if you can see. Yeah, that might give it away, this little bloat toad thing. So, yes. There is.
So they're playing cane toads.
They're playing cane toads. Yep, that's it, just the army of cane toads. Seraphon. Oh, man, these guys. Cool army. Again, order though, so not really our cup of tea. So, this is Keegan's list. So, his constellation is the. Coalesced,
yeah. So he can take only How do you say that one?
Quaddles.
Quaddles. Or Thunder Lizard keywords.
Yeah, but from here, he's taking the Thunder Lizard. So you'll understand why when we read out the list, you'll understand. So predatory fighters is part of that. So +1 attack for the jaw weapons, which is pretty cool. I like that. Scaly skin is -1 damage inflicted for each successful attack. So to a minimum of 1 though.
Still very good.
Yeah,
a lot of attacks nowadays are 2 damage.
Yeah. That's good. And then what have we got? Cold-blooded. So
ignores bravery modifiers.
Yeah.
Very handy.
Handy.
We're not seeing a lot of armies that have massive bravery modifiers in the negative.
No.
Because there's so many armies that just ignore bravery.
That's right. There's not, which is a shame because I think some armies had quite a big potential.
Well, when I wanted to do my OBR list,
there
was a list where you could get down to -4, maybe -5 bravery.
Yeah.
But there's so many armies it doesn't work on.
Yeah.
I just haven't bothered.
Yeah.
Because what do you do?
Yeah.
Just ignore it.
It actually makes me a little bit sad because there was Legion of Grief and stuff like that were around. You could do, especially and Nighthaunt, you can do a lot of stuff when it comes to bravery.
Yeah.
And their poor little scream attacks and stuff don't really do much anymore, which is a bit sad. But yeah, it's just doing a big circle. So what else have we got there?
Oh, so we've got a Lord Croak, guys. That's all we need to say.
Next.
So we got Lord Croak. He casts on 5.
He spell Celestial Apotheosis.
Pick one visible friendly unit, wholly within 18.
Mm-hmm.
Heals 1 wound and gets a 3-inch aura of -1 bravery.
Yep.
It casts. Is it casts on 10 plus heals D3?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's pretty cool. A lot of stuff these days have bonuses on better casting, so yeah, that's normal. They get a Slan automatically gets D3 of their celestial. I can't remember what they're called. They're actually the summoning points.
Yeah.
I think it's celestial conjuration points. If I remember. CC.
Yeah.
I just think of the chips when I say that. Some chips. That's a dip. Yum.
So what else we got? We've got for units. We've got 5 Saurus Cup.
Yep.
10 skinks. With daggers and bucklers.
Yep.
We got another 10 skinks with daggers and bucklers. So that makes up a fair amount of board presence.
Yeah.
Which is very useful.
Yeah.
Especially when they can teleport you around, can't
you can't with Coalesced. Actually, you can't summon and you can't teleport around. I'm pretty sure the Starborn constellation is the one that does that. So Coalesced are more of like the angry guys.
Angry guys.
A bit more
fighty.
Bit more fighty. Bit more damage.
What else we got down there? We got a couple of Bastillodons. 2 Bastillodons, guys.
Yeah. So they're pretty hard to take down. Mortal wounds. So
2 up save.
Yeah.
3 up save.
3 up save, but it's not affected by. They just ignore red.
So 3 up save.
So yeah, we really mortal wounds. So obviously take those guys down because they don't have save of any kind against that, which a lot of things don't realistically. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hasn't been too much stuff when it comes to heavy mortal wounds just yet. But I guess magic from another Seraphon, like if he comes up against another Seraphon army, that might. Is there
other Seraphons anyone come up against?
Possibly.
I hope to say that actually. That'd be good.
Yeah, or like Sam says in the chat, those phosphate, the 2 up.
Oh, the bombs.
Yeah, the bombs.
Yeah, the bomb. Yeah. Keep rolling.
That
would be really soon.
Yeah, that would be nice because you just keep up, but at least it's only once per battle because who would want that to happen
every turn?
Every turn. Those bomblets. Those bomblets. What a name. All right. So yeah, So the Thunder Lizard has their own traits as well. So this is because he's taking like a heavy, like he's got the 2 Bastillodons and stuff like that. This goes well, I'm pretty sure, with that. So the trait is the Mighty Beast of War. So +2 wounds for monsters.
That's very useful.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got
2 Bastillodons, but it just extends their lower bracket too, so it doesn't affect the higher bracket as well. Like when it comes to the wounds and stuff. The command ability is choose either a Bastillodon or an engine of the gods wholly within 18 inches of friendly hero. And Bastillodons can fire their solar engine again. So that's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. And you can't take an artifact because he's
named.
Yeah, so the other Thunder Lizard stuff is sort of obsolete there.
Well, you can't have it all, can you?
No. But when you have two Basilicons that can shoot twice, and then the Saurus Guard draw attacks, I'm pretty sure they do. What are they? An extra attack or something like that? Like that's pretty cool as well. And I haven't really seen too many Saurus Guard getting around, so it's nice. Even though it's only a small unit, it's still nice to see them on the table.
Definitely.
Something different. So we got another Seraphon list. This one I've written a lot of notes on as well. Actually, we got 3 or 4.
3.
Yeah, 3. So this is Simon Boyle. So he's been doing really well. He's been coming to our local scene up at the shop. He's done good pretty much consistently through the
He's got those fiery
He does, nice, yeah. He does. He's made a display board. Yeah, he got some
not frogs. Okay.
Frogs all the way. I thought we were friends, but you know, whatever. Makes me sad. I'm thirsty now.
So, Simon.
G'day, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
What's going on?
So we got Fangs of Sotek.
Yeah.
I can't really read this one's a bit fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy. Sorry, everyone. So we'll have to struggle our way through, which is pretty normal.
So first round of battle, they get +3 inches to their move characteristics for skinks.
Yeah.
In the Fangs of Sotek.
Yep, so that's cool.
A lot of extra movement.
I'm pretty sure he's got a few units of skinks in his. So he's got 20, and then some Pterodon Riders, but they also have the skink keyword, I believe.
And he's got a Star Priest.
Yeah.
So he'll get it as well. That's movement again.
Movement is essential.
Especially if when we get to the missions and that.
Yeah.
And you want to be on your objective, holding your objectives first.
Getting there. Just securing it too, because a lot of the time in some of them you just can't quite get there. Like even if, and then you want to spend a CP or do you not?
To make you run next.
Yeah. But with an extra 3 inches, it's quite good.
3 extra inches. What else can I say? So we got a Slain Starmaster.
Yeah.
Can't see too many in the round.
So is he playing Starborn? Fangs of Sotek.
Yeah, so Fangs of Sotek.
Yeah, so that's Starborn. So he will be able to do summoning and some teleporting around, I believe. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he knows 1 extra spell.
Yeah.
He has the same sort of so pick one, cast on fire, pick one for the unit holding within 18.
Yep.
Heals 1 wound in addition. And plus, in addition to your next hero phase, need 1 from regular characters. So enemies are the same as the character spell.
Yeah.
10 plus heals D3.
Yeah, that's nice.
We've got Hexy Grubs.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
That's a weird name.
So at the start of your hero phase, you can heal 1 wound.
Yep.
Very useful, especially at 1,000 points. So those little chip wounds.
Yeah.
You can heal them off. In addition, you can reroll 1 casting roll or spelling roll in the enemy hero phase to roll 1 warning.
Yeah, in the enemy, yeah. So that's pretty cool because it seems like he's going heavy because the other spell does some healing as well. If you cast it on a 10 plus, it does D3. This one heals as well. So he's definitely looking after his one of his heroes anyway.
Yeah, the Slain.
The Slain. So he's only. So this is probably the first list that has more than 1 hero.
Yeah, and this one has 3.
3
heroes. So the Slain also has the Stellar Tempest, which is another spell cast on an 8+. Pick 1 enemy unit within 24 inches and it's visible. Roll 1 dice for each model in the unit every 5 small wound.
Yeah.
And we've seen this before. The Gaunt Summoner has that one as well.
Yeah.
Pretty useful little spell.
Yeah, you'd be surprised sometimes.
Especially
with wild-ups. Yeah, definitely. Like that's some. So not only is he's playing sort of offensive and defensive there, so he's got some healing, but he's also got some mortal wound output. You're going to be picking spells, judging how the game's going, where things are, what you need to do. So that's really good to have a little bit of both. I don't mind that. Like sometimes it's hard to play one style.
Especially at 1,000 points, you don't have enough stuff to do all the things you need to do.
Yeah.
So he's managed to get in a lot, especially he's got a lot of bodies in as well.
But it also creates a lot of choices, which can be where your mistakes are made as well. So instead of just playing aggressively and knowing that style, you're sort of giving yourself a little bit more options, which is good too. But
options
it also
are always better than no options.
Yeah.
But if you get in your own head, you can definitely make mistakes.
Yeah, we've all been there before.
So we've got the Skin Star Priest.
Yep.
It's just a standard Skin Star Priest.
Yep.
And we've got a Pterodon Chief.
Yeah.
So he'll be fighting the Pterodon Riders.
Yeah, I'd say so. We do have 5 dogs here, and I'm sorry that you'll be able to hear them in the background. Some of us do work late and we get home and they bark, so we'll just ignore those, but they're our beautiful puppies. So,
yeah, so what else we got here? We've got a battalion. So this is the first one with the battalion.
Yeah. Awesome.
So we got the Shadow Strike Star Host.
Yep.
Any units in this battalion can be placed in reserve at the end of the movement phase, 9 inches away, and before the start of the 4th battle round.
Yeah, so otherwise they're staying. So that's also pretty cool as well. So he can have some of the skinks come on from the side of the table.
It's a threat.
It is a threat, yeah, because the fellas that I have an asterisk next to, so that's the 2 units of skinks, the pterodon, and then the skink star priest. They're the fellas I think that are in the battalion.
Yep.
So
I see. Yeah, basically all the skink stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, and then they get affected by some of the artifacts and stuff. So yeah, I like that. I probably wouldn't.
It's 3-drop too.
Yeah.
Which means he's more than likely going to get to pick.
Yeah, at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone else is a 5-up sort of drop. So yeah, definitely, I like that. I'm not sure if I'd put a whole lot of stuff off the table. Probably at least one unit.
One unit would be what I'd do, just to have the option, and then your opponent's got to play to you having the
Remember,
option.
especially, and like as we've said in 1,000 points, you don't really have a lot on the table. So having a unit off the table in reserve is quite powerful, I think, as well. Because a lot of people forget, and because you are playing on a smaller table, it is a little bit more effective in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Silence. That's not a bad list. I really like that.
Yeah.
I think it'll be quite interesting.
Coach is on here too. Hey, AOS Coach. Well, I have personally got a couple of favourite lists, which I will talk about when we go through them all. We have got the matchups too, fellas. So I haven't put that up on our Facebook page, but we know I've got them in my little hand here that you can't see at the moment. So we'll go through those as well, and then we can come back and talk about the list and who's playing, and then see what we think.
So we got Henry next.
Henry. So Henry has been doing really, really well.
Yeah, I'll go play Henry at the second Mini Masters. It was a really good game. Really tight. His list was really good.
Yeah.
I was able to beat him just.
Yeah.
He didn't know the scenario. It was one of the new scenarios, and he just had no experience with it. And I was able to beat him on the scenario.
Yeah.
Other than that, he tabled him.
Yeah.
The scenario was
So he's actually done a bit of a conversion as well with his Lord Croak, and it's really, really cool too. So you guys will love it when it gets on the table. So
it was close game.
Well, I suppose he just said I lost by 1 CP.
It was so close.
Unreal. So this list here, he's playing Starborn as well. So Starborn seems to be the more popular choice so far out of the two. So Keegs, you're on your own there.
Oh, he's a bit of a liner like that, isn't he?
Always. Yeah, well, I do remember him playing a lot of Stormcast to start off with.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, he does that. They weren't the favourite at all. So, so basically, obviously, we all know that you get to pick your constellation at the start of your hero phase as well to be active. So he's just playing Starborn only. So,
friendly.
Yeah.
Nothing you play is ever friendly, Keegan. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
I don't play filth. Yeah, sure. He's got the Lord Croak, so that's D3 conjuration points there.
Same spell. Already.
Yeah, same spell. So he's got Stegadon with Skink Chief as well, so that's pretty cool. Haven't seen one of them for a while. So his artifact is a Cloak of Feathers, so add 4-inch to the bearer's move. So that's pretty quick. So I think that brings it to a 12-inch move to start off with, which is pretty cool. And it's -1 to hit for attacks. There's also extra 4 inches, -1 to hit. So,
and a big monster.
Yeah. And he's got a Saurus Astrolith Bearer. So he also gives an extra D3 as well, conjuration points as well. So he also has a pretty cool thing where he adds 1 to the casting rolls within 12 inches, and you also get to add an extra 6 inches to a spell as long as you're within 12 inches as well of him. So that's pretty cool. He's like a little Balwin there with the range anyway. So his battle line is 10 Saurus Warriors and another 10 Saurus Warriors, and they're fitted out with some clubs. So that's pretty cool. So again, we are seeing those Saurus Warriors coming out, which is awesome. No. No, not at all. I think there's a bit of versatility with the new book, and some of them you can really make lists just with those guys in there as well. He's got Balewind Vortex in there as well, so that basically gives a better armor save and then extra range to a couple of these spells. So you're going to see these spells being, like, what's that, 36 inches?
Yeah, it's a big old range.
Which is really cool, especially if they're in range of the Astrolith Bearer as well, which I reckon he probably would be because he's got 3 heroes, and I'd say the Astrolith Bearer is going to be hanging back with the Lord Croak around there as well, so that's pretty cool. And Geminids.
The bound Geminids, though.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. They're bound. You're spot on there. So
what are they, an extra 10 points, and I can't touch them?
Yeah.
Basically.
They're on the table, and basically you just got to smile and wave.
Yeah.
So here's 1,000 points on the dot, and it looks like he's going to be a 5 drop. There as well. So that's, like I said, that's probably about average. So the way I haven't really talked about summoning for these guys as well with the Starborn list. In a hero phase, the Slan or Oracle can choose to forego one of his casts as well, so that gives him D3 Celestial Conjuration points as well. So that's pretty cool. And at the end of your hero phase, if your general's a Slan or Starseer and is still alive, you receive D3 Conjuration points as well.
So what was
well, that is in the book, which I don't even know if I have. I do have a Seraphim book. It's up there. I can see it right now. So,
Skinks.
You guys that know more than what we do about the summoning, you can summon that. I think it's 50 points for that Dread Saurian. 50 conjuration points. I think that's the one I remember because I was like, holy shit.
How hard is it to get 50 points, guys? Can anyone tell me?
Yeah, how lucky have you been in your games?
Has anyone summoned?
I don't know.
20 points for salamanders?
Oh, yuck. Because I was like, no one has put salamanders in any of these lists.
I reckon that Henry's got a little plan there.
Yeah. You've just given it away, Henry.
9 per turn. So turn 2.
Max,
turn 3, you've got 2 minutes.
Yep. And then basically, like all summoning, they have to come on at the end of the movement phase.
Yeah, normal.
So 9 inches away from enemy models. Same. So at least that's all the same. I keep saying same all the time. Same. All right. So this list here is a Living Cities list. So this is the Evie, Elizabeth Lockhart. I know it seems, we only live 40 minutes away from some of these people, but it just seems like it's been ages, and you never can seem to catch. Yeah, it's. I can't wait till the actual scene is just hit off, and hopefully by the end of the year things are going well with everything. We can sort of start doing that, as long as everyone please just be vigilant and be safe and don't make stupid decisions. Right, let's get on. So tell us about the Living Cities list. So what's she got? She's got what realm is she in? Because that actually makes a big difference when it comes
to Iran. So 1 in 4 units can include Sylvaneth units. Pretty cool. I like Sylvaneth. Yeah,
Sylvaneth are cool. Yeah. I like that. I won't say I love it because it's still order. I like the fact that they can, share.
Hey, I love the Lord of the Rings, man. I like me some trees.
Yeah, trees are cool.
Some trees.
Yeah.
So they can set up off the table. So obviously they can set up onto the table at the end of the movement phase, right?
Yep.
But they have to do it by turn 3.
Yeah, otherwise it's slain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the command ability at the end of the shooting phase, get 1 friendly unit that's shot and is more than 9 inches from an enemy unit and wholly within 18. And that unit can move but not run.
Yeah, that's strong. That's strong because if things are set up off the table,
so move on,
shoot, and then they can still move and then possibly get into combat. Then, that's strong.
That's pretty handy. So what's her general? Spirit test.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah.
True. So we can get on board. So we got an Iron Oak Artisan. So add 1 to the save rolls.
Add 1 to saves and the wound rolls.
Yeah. So saves and wounds, very helpful. And we've got Spirit of the Hunt for the artifact. So improve the weapon range by 1, and various amounts can fight at the start of the combat phase if charged in the same turn.
Yeah. So he's not on a mount or anything like that, but having improving the rend of the weapon is pretty cool. So, and then adding 1 to saves and to wound rolls, it makes him quite powerful as well. So I'm sort of starting to see a bit of a pattern here when it comes to the Spirit of Dirthy, because he is a hero. He's got no trouble with that ability. And then also he has a shooting attack, then he can move, then he can charge, and he's sort of built up because he's got the extra pluses to wound. One of his weapons is going to have extra rend as well, so he's looking like he's a bit of a fight. Well, like in the past, a lot of people say that he flop. He either does really well or he flops. So we'll see what happens here. You can't have everything, but having those extra little abilities there surely should help him out.
So we got 3 heroes in this list too. So one of the other lists that has 3 heroes. Pretty good. We got a Battle Mage. Yep. So it's spell the Iron Oak Skin, cast level 6+. Pick one friendly model within 18 inches. Heal D6 wounds.
Yeah, I wonder who that's going to be for.
Oh, must be the. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So that's very useful. You're going to keep the Spirit of Death alive. Which obviously means we're chewing through the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
You know how that works.
He's going to be doing some work.
We've also got a Sorceress.
Yeah.
With Life Surge. So pick a friendly unit highly within 18 of the caster. Subtract 1 from the win rolls of units that target that unit until the start of your next hero phase. So
yeah, so I have a little arrow there because those spells are actually opposite. So the Battle Mage has got that one, and the Sorceress has got the D6 healing spell. So apologies there, everyone. I didn't realise till after I'd written it down. The Sorceress also has the Word of Pain. So cast on a 7, pick 1 enemy unit within 18 inches. It suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, subtract 1 from hit rolls from attacks made by that unit. So that's super handy. Yep. If you can sort of foresee where things are going and being able to pick that unit and put that on there, which is really cool.
So for battle on units, we've got 20 Eternal Guard.
Yeah.
It's a big old unit.
Yep.
1,000 points. And we've got 10 Dark Shards.
So the Dark Shards can be affected by that command ability as well. And they also can be sacrificed to the Sorceress for spell range. So that Sorceress there that is going to be healing the D6 wounds and also doing that -1 to hit spell. If she sacrifices some of those Dark Shards, she's going to be able to get some extra range. So that helps with Durthu. If he's going to be the big stick, he's going to be being able to be affected by those, even if he's a little bit longer away. So which is awesome. That's good thinking.
I hope so. So we got an extra command point. Always useful to have an extra command point.
Yep.
You got 50 extra points. And we've got 2 endless spells. We've got the Emerald Life Sword, which is a healing one.
A healing one? Yep.
So I would imagine that's going to go with Durthu.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got the Whirlwind Vortex for extra range.
And an extra spell.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's going to be on the Sorceress as well. So she's going to be able to get that extra. Well, who knows? Like, I can't say that for sure, but it just seems like she's built there. Durthu. Yeah, especially with being able to sacrifice to get extra casts and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. That's a 5-drop as well.
Yep.
And I have to say, personally, that's probably one of my favourite lists, just for being Living Cities and how she's managed to put these guys together, like how they work together, how they're going to help Durthu through the sacrificing, but even the Dark Shards are there. They can be affected by that ability if things, need to. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yep, that's awesome. I really like it.
Hey, Hoops.
We're going to be ready.
Yeah, I'll move over here and just be like, hey, over here.
I think it's too bad.
Right, yeah.
Alright, so we got Jacoby next.
Woohoo! So he smashed it out in one of the mini masters days, like absolutely. Yeah, Cliff was not out to show that day. It was definitely Cliff.
Yeah, definitely.
So what runs through? What's these lists?
We've got Celestial Vindicators for the Stormhost. So they can reroll hits rolls of 1 if they charge in the same turn. Or if you want to get more hits in.
Yep.
Command ability is 9 inches of a hero, 18 inches of general. Gives a unit 1 extra melee attack.
Yeah. So I'm already starting to see a pattern here of a pretty aggro
combat.
Yeah, list. Yep.
Like it. Big old combat. So the general is a Lord Arcana on Celestial Dragon. It's called an well worth
I love that model.
So he's got the Silver Mind Fury command trap. So unmodified hit rolls of 6 have +1 damage.
Ooh.
It's awesome, especially if you add in extra attack.
Oh yeah.
More chances of more damage.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent. Good.
Excellent. Good. So the artifact is the Storm Rage Blade. Pick one melee weapon. It's +2 attacks. The lowest is unstable 1. So you trade off. You're gonna hope for a bit of extra damage.
Yeah, so that goes to a 4+ save. So like a normal hero save.
No,
but you're doing some extra 2 attacks is pretty awesome.
So the main trait is Pride Leader. So add 1 to the hit rolls of trackline units that are wholly within 9 inches at this point.
Yeah, that's nice.
I wonder if we're going to see some Dragonlines.
What do you reckon?
So the units, we have 6 Dragonlines. Jesus.
6 of them in a unit. That is, I do not want to touch that. At 1,000 points, I don't want to go near that.
That's what Harvey's army, but
yeah, that is.
So we still have a lot of those Dragonlines. That's right.
They are scary as hell. They are scary as hell.
We've got 5 Adjudicators and 5 Sequesters. So,
yeah.
He's going to push hard in the Dragonlines, and hopefully he's just going to try and wreck everything.
Pretty much. Like, if they're going to be re-rolling 1s to hit, they get +1 to hit as well. So they're going to be 2s re-rolling 1s. I'm pretty sure there's the Evocators have, because they're a wizard, I'm pretty sure they can do some like empower, like a weapon sort of thing. So I don't know if that's +1 to wound. So I'm pretty sure all reroll 1s to wound. Maybe I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. So they're going to be possibly 2s rerolling 1s for their wounds.
They're going to get +1 attack.
Yeah, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage as well. So the command ability, extra attack, rerolling 1s, rerolling 1s for wounds probably as well if they get that spell off, because. Why not? Why not? So what's that? 2s rolling 1s, 2s rolling 1s. I don't remember what the rend is, and I don't know if the damage is D3 each. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But that's a lot. And do they have 5 wounds each? That's 30 wounds in that unit as well. Oh, yeah. So Empower is reroll wounds, and Celestial Blades from the Arcanum is +1 to wound. So yeah, they get to get +1 to wound, and then they get to reroll them. So pretty awesome. That is 1 unit.
You don't want to fight that unit.
No, definitely not.
That's going to be a bit scary. That looks like a 4-drop list.
Yeah, yes it is. And then we got the Judicators there for some shooting. And there's some Secators there for probably, depending if he needs to put them into combat. I feel like the Evocators are going to be doing that job. So the Secators are probably going to be some objective grabbing. Objective grabbing. So that's awesome. Yep. I haven't seen many. Actually, I'm pretty sure Jacoby is one of the only people playing Stormcast at the moment. Especially up here. And he has been playing these guys ever since he started playing AOS, I believe. So he really knows how they work. He's only a young lad. He's impressive. He really knows how to use those guys. So I'm really keen to see how he goes on the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, right. So I'm pretty sure that finishes. Get excited because I'm excited. That finishes our order list.
How many was that?
Oh, no. Do I want to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so that's when I was like, it's probably like 58% of our day on Sunday is just in that pile there. So good riddance to that over there. So what do we got next? What's action? What are we doing?
We're going to some destruction.
Yes! Yes!
That's my jam.
Yes.
Jim and I are destruction freaks. We love it.
Yeah, Chaos. Chaos is our first one, but unfortunately, there's actually this is done. I don't think is there. Like, I literally just have to check that. That makes me sad. What the people? Come on.
What are we going to do, guys?
They're good. I have no words. I feel like you can finish this. I need to go take a breather. All right, what do we got when it comes to some destruction?
Who is this guy?
Oh.
Who is this guy?
Ew.
So this is Michael's list.
Mm.
If any of you know Michael, you know this is going to be garbage because it's Michael.
Yeah.
He doesn't play anything unless it's garbage.
He doesn't follow any metas or make unreal lists or know how to play the game.
No. Right, so we got more tribes.
Yep.
We got Boulderhead.
Yeah, I like that one.
Boulderhead's fun.
Yep.
So they get 1 CP at the start of any phase. One cost 1 CP
Yeah.
to start the damage table.
Yeah, so they can
on their
spend the
monsters,
command ability to be able to stay at the top of their table.
Yeah, so you want to have big monsters for this one.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like he has a couple.
Couple? So Thunder Tusks?
He loves Thunder Tusks. Doesn't anyone? Yeah, I'm going to get a shirt with the big Thunder Tusk on it. That's why our beginning of our stream stuff is with the Thunder Tusk.
Yeah.
He just loves them that much.
Well, that's why we pushed into that one.
Yeah.
Because we know how much he likes it. Yeah. We all want to make one.
He's just such a genuine guy.
So we got a Frost Lord on Stonehorn. It's 400 points.
400 points.
40% of his army in one roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. 1,000 points. So that's his general. Command trait is the Lord of the Beasts. So we've got 12-inch bubble plus 1 removal monsters.
Yeah, that's cool. Movement, as we said. Yeah, movement is key. Yeah. Like, I really like to have a lot of movement.
So the artifact is Brand of the Spot.
Yep.
Plus 1 to hit. For the monster's mount.
I think that's the Black Claddle.
Oh, that's a Black Claddle. The artifact.
Well, because Michael's really good at writing notes. Mm-hmm. Apparently, we know this one.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't remember. Like, it's been.
No, yeah, the Black Claddle horn is the one that gives the mount the
for the horns. Yeah, for the horns. It's plus 1 to hit. So if anyone knows what the Brand of the Spard is, because I don't even know how to play this. It feels like it's been about 6 years since I've played a game.
We did a review on this. We should know this, should we? When was that? It was about a year ago.
Oh, yeah. 1 year ago. More than my memory can handle, anyway. And then what's he's got another leader there.
Yeah, so he's got a Huskar with Stonewall, and it's got the Middle Cruncher trait.
That's a good one too.
That's a real good one. So if they've got an armor save of 4 class or better, they do D6 model wins. So
yeah, that's nice.
It's awesome.
The Blood Vulture.
And the Blood Vulture.
Yeah, so that's some mortal wound output there as well. So it's got like a 30-inch range. Pick something on a 2+ that does a single mortal wound. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Very useful. Very useful. Just plugging off wins. Mm-hmm. So for Battle Line, it's got 2 units of 2 Mornfangs. Mm-hmm. So they've just got their hackers. They're just standard Mornfang.
So yeah, the hackers can do. They're 3 damage each. I think it's 3 attacks, 4s and 3s. Unfortunately, hitting on 4s is a bit hard. I think it's like -1 rend for 3 damage each or something. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Henry, you saved the day. If the bearer has a mount, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with that mount's melee weapons. Oh yeah, so okay, he was. They both. Oh, that's a signal for both.
Oh, I see. I thought it
was. What the hell? So I don't know if anyone can see that. It's just 2 lines.
Like it just says like this.
That means both.
Yeah. So he's +2 to hit.
Yeah. I actually now remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
So what does that take again? 2s?
2s. 2s.
2s and 3s? For me, 2.
Yeah. Hey, why are you asking all these technical questions?
I just want to know.
People thought we were good at this game.
No, we're not good. No, we're good at here.
I'm going to look it up. Right.
Because this is what we do. We look it up as we go.
We cheat?
Yeah. This is destruction. That's what destruction does.
Yeah, I like about destruction too is we got to remember as well. So when they charge, they can roll that many dice, and on like 4-ups, I think it is for these fellas.
Yep.
Or for every 4-up.
Yeah, for every 4-up.
So for example, if I do the Frost Lord charge, a 10-inch charge, I can roll 10 dice, and for every 4-up,
it's
mortal wound. So there is a lot of potential for some mortal wounds, especially with the Huskar as well.
Yeah, so you've got the Middle Cruncher, you've got the Blood Vulture, you've got the charges,
and they could
and then you can fight.
And then you can fight. Yeah, that's exactly right. And then also don't forget that these guys count as 10 models when it comes to objectives as well. So that's really powerful. I played against a list at Saggy last. Yeah, no, it was the start of this year. Yeah.
This year.
It was amazing. If anyone,
such a good event, guys, you should definitely get on.
Yeah, like put that in your calendar. It is next year. It's already up on Facebook. I think it's the 13th and 14th of March next year. One of the best tournaments I have ever been. Yeah, we are going, and we're taking some stragglers with us.
Yeah, I hear that.
So we'll be down there. We'll be cruising. We're going to go down early. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to check out, stuff.
Well, I want to get one of those ice cream things again.
Oh, and the big wafer cones.
Yeah, the big wafer cones.
Left. They didn't have. They were like, honestly, they were like a
big shells. Yeah.
We're getting completely off topic here, but we got to do some filler talk for these lists. That's my excuse. But I was just, what was the mount attacks? So yeah, they do hit on rock hard horns. It's on a 4, so it'll be 2s and 3s, -2 for 3 damage each. So that's pretty great.
They can hit hard.
Yeah. We know.
Alright.
We know.
Everyone knows about those guys.
All right, so this gentleman here, Mr. Patrick Carter, that is right. We are on to you. We are doing your list next. So he's playing Gloom Spot Gits, and there is a new little part of them that has just been released in one of the recent mags.
Yep.
So it's called Jaws of Mork.
I haven't read anything about this.
Don't say that too fast. I was Jaws Mork. Yeah, Jaws of Mork.
Jaws of Mork.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
So this one is awesome. So it's +1 damage on the squig gobs. So watch out for the gobs, because they will be doing an extra point of damage.
Squigs can do some damage.
Oh yeah, I wrote it on here. I was like, so what does that bring them to? So, and it also lets you recycle squig units. So you got the
good.
moon.
Because you didn't need that before.
No, rounding up.
No.
So I will tell you something when we're looking a little bit later in this list. So we have got Loon Boss on Giant Cave Squig is the general. So, and he's got the Ciari Screamer Squig Artifact. That is a mouthful and a half.
So good.
Ciari Screamer Squig Artifact. So basically, you pick one enemy hero within 3 inches at the start of the combat phase. Add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with melee weapons that target that hero. So that's cool. Yeah. Like, it just makes him a little hero killer running around. And that also brings the Giant Cave Squig. His damage on his gob to D3 +1. So
D3 +1.
D3 +1, yeah. So you got to remember that he has got everything in this list is squig. Okay, so all these guys will be doing extra damage. So that'll be D3 +1. So he's got 2 units of 5 squig hoppers as the battle line.
2 damage.
They're only 90-point units, but they're doing 2 damage for each gob. So they're going to be munching, just like hopping around, munching on stuff. Just like picture, what was that, Pikmin? Like that game? Pac-Man. Yeah, he's just like, just running around the board, 2 damage each. This unit here, I feel people are going to have to watch out for this because it's 15 boring grot bounders. So I think they do some mortal wounds if they are able to jump around, jump over you as well. And they're also doing 2 damage with their gobs too. So there's 15 of those. But remembering, you can recycle units rounding up. So if he does successfully recycle that unit, he's going to be bringing back, 7.
So what is it? It's on a 4 up, they can just come back.
Yeah. That's another unit, like 7 of them. And then he's got a Mangler Squig. So that is D6 +1 damage on the gob.
Ouch.
Yeah. So potentially, like, imagine rolling a 6. It's like, it just takes 7 damage. Just 7. Yeah, that's not with straight 7. And then he does have a battalion. So 1 leader, but a battalion. So the battalion is the Squig Rider Stampede. So each unit can reroll their movement. So that's really cool, especially when it comes to the Boy and Grot Bounders. If they can, leap over units to be able to do some mortal wounds, if you can re-roll just to get that extra bit of movement to be successfully go over them. And the Jaws of Mork command ability. So at the start of any phase, pick a Mangler Squig. Until the end of that phase, use the top row of that guy's damage table. All right. So no matter how many wounds he's taken, you're just always peeking at the top, which is really cool. That's happened in a few of these lists now, where it's like you're just using the top of the
it's just so much better. Like, you don't want to start degrading.
No. So you're doing more damage with the gob, and then you also potentially, if you spend that point, can also ignore the damage. I just use the lowest one. And reroll battle shock test wholly within 12 inches of the general. So this one's more useful than a lot of other lists in a way, because these guys don't have the best bravery. But I'm pretty sure they can get help with that. With the, I might be just going off on a tangent here, but I thought that their Loon Shrine thing could help them out with that.
It might do, yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm not 100% sure, and I just could be making stuff up. Which, I mean, like, if it works, why not?
Yeah, why not?
The powerful thing about this list, though, is that it is a 2-drop.
So Paddy, well, at this stage, I don't think he'll have a list that's beaten up, so he's always going to dictate who's going first. He's going to be able to choose.
Yeah. And this is an extremely quick list. Like, I think, squigs are probably 2d6 to 3d6 movement, and they can re-roll that. Plus, they get an extra point of damage on their gobs. So they're going to be pretty quick movement across the table. They're going to be getting into combat. They're going to be doing extra damage. Like, I really, really like this list as well, just because, one, it's just all squigs. And it's a successful squig, like really successful damaging squig list as well, that I think it'll take, a lot of people can potentially get caught off guard with this.
So Patty's just told us there that the train piece has been all battle shocks.
Well, there you go. So the reroll failed battle shock. Is there a range with that though, or is that just across the board though? So I mean, it could potentially do damage if that only has a range. But
it's always better to be redundant.
Yeah, that's right.
Or have redundancy.
And good point from Gary is I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys count as flying.
Oh, so the boats aren't going to be able to disengage from him.
Yeah.
So they're going to be stuck in combat where they don't want to be.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good.
And like as I said, we've already discussed the jaws, the gobs are going to be doing. Yeah, so 12 inches from the piece. So
it's almost like Patty knew what was going to happen and what list would come.
He does play some dwarf stuff too, so he knows his stuff. So all the squids will fly, so they can't disengage, doing extra damage, very quick across the table. So KO players, you're gonna have to watch out for this list.
They can still fly. Oh, they can't shoot. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Still, that takes out shooting, which is what KO.
Yeah, that's what KO.
Yeah. So, Brady Aberton? What has he got?
Another good. Gloom Spike Gits.
Another one. So his list is called the Snick Rit and his Blue Balls. Nice. I like it.
That's a good name. I like it, bro.
His leader's called Snick Rit Eye Poker.
So he's a lone boss on a giant cave squid. So his command trait is find another day. So each time he attacks with melee weapons, he can make a 2d6 inch move. Must finish 3 inches away, more than 3 inches away from enemy units.
Yep, that's cool. Yep.
So the Moon Clan Stabber. What's the Moon Clan Stabber?
I think that's a weapon.
Weapon? Okay. I'm not sure what that does. But
I didn't write that down. I missed that one.
Why? So the artifact he has is the Clammy Cow.
Clammy Cow. Oh, why? I can't even speak English right now.
So +1 to hit rolls. That's always helpful. That's all.
I think the Clammy Cow was neg 1.
He's neg 1 to hit rolls.
So
so shooting, yeah. That's cool. That's even better. Actually.
That's even better. Yeah, I agree.
Well, you don't want to get shot because there's a big shooting matter at the moment. So he's got a fungoid cave shaman.
Yep.
The handy gork. Pick up a unit. We all know how this works. Pick up a unit within 24. Place a unit within outside 3. Teleport. Outside 9. Sorry. So it has to be more than 3 inches away from an enemy. You can't pick it up out of combat. Then you can put it down 9 inches away.
Oh yeah, it will. That's a good one. That's always been good.
Yeah. Same thing you see on jaws and that sort of do. So that's very helpful.
Yeah.
We got 5 squid hoppers, 6 squid herd, 2 units of 10 one grub bounders. 2 units of 10. Now Paddy's only got 15.
Yeah.
So
but you have to, this is the thing you got to think about too when you're making your list, because you can bring. He's not playing. I don't know whether you have to be part of that Jaws of Mork or whether it's a new. I haven't read it. I haven't got that mag that has the Jaws of Mork and the new updated list. So this is going to sound stupid. Sorry, everyone, but I'm pretty sure he can still bring the bounders back in this now.
It's optional. Thanks,
but he's got 2 units of 10, so he's only going to be bringing 5 back.
Yeah.
From there, whereas with Paddy's, he's going to be bringing, if he rolls a 4 up, I guess.
There's what it is. So and he's got a mango squid for each behemoth.
Yeah, that's cool. I love mango squids.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so if you play Jaws of Mork, you can bring back squids. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to read that White Dwarf yet, so I wasn't 100% aware of what you can and could not do. Unfortunately. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Being a Gloom Spike Kids player, AOS coach knows all those guys. So thank you for giving us a lesson there. Brad Petrie.
2 more to go.
2 more to go.
So into some death.
Yeah. So there's only 2 death lists in these ones, and they're both different deaths.
Yep. There's a lot of different deaths.
Yeah, there's a lot of different deaths.
Different degrees of dead.
Yeah. I
Nearly
guess so.
dead. Old dead.
Brought back dead.
Yeah. Elite dead. Yeah.
All right, we'll stop shit talking now.
So, do you want to do this one or you want to do this one?
Oh, you can do this one.
Yeah, right. So we got Crystal Court. Crystal Court. They've always been very good.
Yeah.
So this is the one where your general can fight first.
If they charge.
Yeah. It used to be just fight first all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the glory days.
Yeah, I remember those Brisbane days when there was like 1,500 Bristol Gore players, and here I was playing.
Blister Skin.
Yeah, Blister Skin. I was like,
So he can summon so he's got a Ghoul King on a Royal Terrorgeist. He can summon 3 Knights, which is Flayers or Cripples.
Oh no, Cripples are the battle line ones. So it's Flayers or the Horrors.
Horrors, that's it. Sorry. So you can summon those 3 of them from a board edge, 9 away, within 6 of the board edge. That's pretty handy.
Yeah, I like that.
And if so that'll count for 1 CP.
That does, yeah.
You can only do that once per battle. So we talked about his fighting first. He's got the Chorus War Shard as his artifact.
Mm-hmm.
The most crappy artifact in all of Sigma. It is the worst.
I never used it.
I have never used it once. And I play Crystal Core for about 12 months.
Yeah, I never.
So once per battle, it can roll a d6. If the value is higher than the winning characteristics of the model, that model is slain. Now, there's plenty of times where that will be bad. Once per game. But most of the time, you just kill everything all at the same time.
Yeah, like when you buff up a Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist, there's a lot of things that are not there anymore.
There's not much point if they're going to double fight.
Yeah.
There's no point to do any of that. So
no.
So obviously the Royal Terrorgeist, it's got the Crimson Bite, so it gets reroll hits on the maul.
Mm-hmm.
So useful. Rolls a 6, does automatic 6 wounds, and then gets to roll the wounds. So good.
So good. Lots and lots of damage.
Only once have I ever rolled 3 6s.
Yeah.
It's straight up 18 more wounds. And then I get to roll 3 wounds for another potential 18 wounds.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
And then you can fight again.
Yeah. Well, I like it. It's just a pretty powerful piece on the table.
Especially at 1,000 points.
Yeah, in 1,000 points. But again, with the KO, shooting, stuff like that, that's pretty dangerous with him because he's only got a 4-up. A lot of that shooting is going to have -1 to -2 rends, so you've got to be careful there. It's hard to, and he's on he's not something that just hides.
No,
he stands
he's
out.
a big old mob. So we got a Boron Archranger.
Yeah.
So it has the Spectral Host, so it's the run and charge spell,
mm-hmm.
Which I believe makes you. If you fly, you can run and charge.
Yeah.
If you don't fly, you can fly.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's very useful, especially in this list.
Yeah,
it's very alpha rocky. You just cast it, throw your main character across the board. Yeah,
I've done that before. Actually, that's how I managed to take out one of the champion, like down to the championship store. Yeah,
it definitely works like that.
Yeah.
So we've also got a Gas Courtier, so we can return serfs, which are cripples.
Yep.
So that's very helpful on 2+. You roll 6 dice, and then your FA to get a few. But I think it's within 9 inches.
Yeah, it's got a range. 10 inches, I think.
Yeah, so
on that.
Not super.
The Archregent can summon as well, so he can do 20 ghouls, 3 knights, or a courtier. So he's pretty boss. So at least you have those choices there,
and
which is flexible.
Next to the train piece, that is free.
Yeah, which is really good. So it used to all be free, but then they changed it.
Yeah, so it's only the ones on foot.
Yeah,
which is not as good, but the Archregent is really good.
Yeah, he is really good. What's 10 ghouls, and a command point. So he's obviously thought about that a little bit because that command point is there basically to use the Terrorgeist command ability, but still having a command point in reserve for something else as well. So I like that.
Yeah, it's a really good list. I like it. I haven't seen
ages, hey. And that's a 5-drop as well. So on average, it's basically this. We've seen a lot of 5-drop stuff.
Right. So very final list. We have Gary.
Yay!
So we got Aussie Arcane Reapers.
Yep.
That's what I've been playing lately. So I'm right into this.
Yeah, you love it. So tell us.
So we got a Starlight Lord list, which I really think in the current meta is the best OBR. Really good. So they can run and charge.
Yeah.
Everything can run and charge.
Yeah.
So good because you've got your RDP, your relentless discipline points. You can make any unit without using command point or whatever. Move extra 3 inches. They can run. If you got your normal battle line, your full battle line, your take up. They get +1 to move, +1 to run.
Yeah, right.
So they can really get some speed up.
And we're playing on a smaller table too, so that's super beneficial
really good.
in this.
So so the command abilities, they can retreat, charge in the same turn. Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
If you're going to run a lot of lengths and stuff, super good.
Yeah,
super good. So the general is Leaf Catalyst. Very standard at 1,000 points. You can't really take much else. I mean, you can take Catacross. In this pack, you're not allowed to use Nanothemus.
Yeah.
In this one, so you can't use Hanfred or what's the other one? Arkan.
Arkan, yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to take any gaps for 1,000 points because you can't fit anything else in.
No.
But he could probably win.
Yeah.
Just on his own. He's so good.
He is so good.
So you got Elite Cavalos, super tame.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's good.
So good. So he's got the Twisted Challenge. It's a bit different, actually. I haven't seen this one yet. So pick an enemy hero within 3 inches, get +1 hit against it. That's very good. Except you get -1 hit against anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You got to be really precise when it comes to using that. Like,
because,
really.
I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of that because it cuts down his utility against everything else.
I'd like to see the wording on that, though, because it just says pick an enemy hero within 3 inches.
Is it every time?
Yeah, is it just once? Like, do you just pick one hero, and then when you're within 3 inches of that, do you get to use it? Or do you just pick when, or is it just like if you get stuck within 2, you just pick one? Or like, how does, I don't know the wording on that, so that'd be interesting now that I've just read it out loud.
Of course, Gary, that's the one you get to pick. You have to pick for being Stellar Lords.
Yeah, so because he's only got one hero in this, unfortunately, that's the one he has to take.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I really wish we could find a way to get something else in there, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got the Nadir Bound Mount as their artifact. So roll D3 additional dice for their unstoppable charge ability.
Yeah.
So I think they roll 3 dice, 4 ups, do mortal wounds on their charge. So that's pretty handy. So an extra 3 dice.
Yeah.
More mortal wounds.
I think it's equal. It's a dice, like it's equal to their charge roll.
Oh, that many dice and on a 6.
And on a 6.
Sorry, I got them mixed up.
Yeah.
So for units we've got. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Gary. So for units, we've got 5 Catalyst Death Riders, 5 Catalyst Death Riders, and 2 Morghast Harbingers. Now, these are the ones with the big charge, 3-6 charge, and they've got Halberds.
Yeah, so they really suit this list because it's Steliac Lords. So it's already like running and charging, getting across the table, being aggro, and then those guys get to do a 3d6 charge.
Their threat range is
18
pretty
inches.
hefty.
So they're definitely going to be. People are going to have to screen if they can screen too, because if those guys get in with the help,
because they're flyers.
Yep.
So you get to do a lot of cool things.
Doing a fair bit of damage too, I think, with those weapons.
Halberds do.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. That's 5 drop list as well.
He's got a Mortec. He's got a Mortec crawler in there, so that's really good for some extra reach. We all know that Mortec crawlers are very good. They're 12 wounds. What's it, 36 up to 36 inch range?
3 attacks. 3s and 3s, no red for 5 damage.
Yeah.
They're not taking any 5 damage to us.
So that's
so you can just get lucky once, kill a character.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all you need. Just that one lucky roll.
Yep.
Then they've got their other little abilities, the Curse Stealing and I can't remember the other one, but they're useful in these situations.
Yeah,
that'll be a good list. I can't wait to set it up.
Yeah, so he's got some. He's fast, but he also has some shooting from the back edge with the large range too. So you got to be careful of that Mortec crawler as well. So yeah, I like that.
Yep.
5 drop, as you said. So that seems to be the norm.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has 5 drops.
Super Parties is only 2 drop. So he just wanted to be.
Yeah, Simon's is a 3 drop. Simon's is a 3 drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have 1 4 drop, I think, and then we go 5s, 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 and then there's a 6 or 7 drop. So interesting. Right. So that's all the lists that we have gone through. So now we'll go through the matchups. So these are really cool. There's some. All the matchups are really good.
Yeah.
All the matchups are really good. I'm really keen. I can't wait to go around and have a look, see at all these.
Yeah, me
matchups.
too.
So basically, We have Jacoby playing Paddy.
Ooh,
So
submarine tactics,
two
bro.
really super aggressive combat, like damaging, armies going head to head there, which is super cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Both have been playing those armies for quite a while now, so they're really educated on how to use them too. So that's really cool. So we got Keegan Watson playing Gary. So that's cool. So we got Seraphon playing the Aussie Arc. So Aussie Arc is quite an aggressive run and charge. So Keegan's going to have to be careful there too because Aussie Arc can get across the table really quick.
And fight hard too.
And Seraphon aren't exactly notorious for being great at, having great
staying power.
And staying power. So that'll be really good as well. So Gary will have to be careful with the Seraphon because he's playing quite a good. He's got 2 Bastillodons, so they're hard to take down. They've got good shooting. They can shoot twice. So I don't remember the range of a Bastillodon as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they
30 inches.
Could be depending. They've got 2 different shooting attacks, so my education on those is not great. We got Evie playing Brady, so that's
24.
24. Thanks, Henry. So that's awesome as well. So we got the living cities with some of the that Durthu in there, super aggressive. Playing against Brady with his Bloom Spire.
Super aggressive.
Yep, super aggressive as well. So
he's
got the teleporting spell. She can start off the table with some of the stuff. Yeah, so that's really cool as well. We got Michael playing Simon. So we've got the Stonehorns playing Seraphon. So again, Michael doesn't have a lot in his list. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 models in total in 1,000 points.
But he's going to bowl through a lot of the stuff.
They do a lot of damage. Yep, they do a lot of damage. They have 10 models as well when it comes to holding objectives, except for the Mornfang. A lot of wounds in there, but Simon is playing Seraphon, so he's got a lot of bodies on the table, as well. Some mortal wound output there as well. He's got a battalion, which benefits all the skink fellas.
He's the one with the Pterodon Riders too,
as well, and the skinks are 20 models, so they will outdo the Stonehorns when it comes to
the fight starts.
That's exactly right.
And then the Thundertusk, the Stonehorns, they count as 10 until they're dead.
That's right.
You've got to get rid of them all.
You got to take all their wounds out as well. So one thing I haven't mentioned was a couple of Seraphon things. I don't know this rule 100%, but there is a rule in there where they can spend a CP and they can shoot if an enemy unit has charged within a certain range as well. So that'll be interesting to see if people take advantage of that as well, especially if they are getting charged.
It's just thanks. Okay.
Yeah, cool. So Sam G is playing Henry. So
Seraphon versus some KO.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting because KO have that long that reach across the table, but they also have the sneaky ability to fly high and stuff like that. Whereas Henry's list has got shit. Whereas Henry has been playing his list and knows his list really well. He's got magic. He's got some Saurus Guard in there. They're both destroying shit. So that's probably one of the games I'm super excited about. I'm going to be honest. I don't have a pick for who's going to take out the day. No, that's not. Oh, sorry, did I miss Stratty? He's playing Brad. I just totally skipped over that. Sorry, everyone.
Hey, Chief, how you going, mate? Don't worry about it.
That's all right. You can join whenever you want.
Unfortunately, you missed it, so.
But you can go back and
watch. On YouTube after this.
Yeah, so Stratty's playing Brad, so that's awesome. So that'll be a KO playing a Flesh Eaters. So Brad's going to have to be careful here.
He's going to have to be real careful. We did just talk about how the shooting of the KO can deal with the big Terrorgeist. But
he flies as well, so the Terrorgeist does fly, so they're not going to be able to shoot away. But depends, it is only one model. And then there's some gun haulers, there's the Ironclad in there as well. The Ironclad can do some damage. I think they can drop bombs against flies if they get charged by them as well. I think the gun haulers might be able to do something sneaky like that as well, just from the top of my head. So that'll be a good matchup as well. Definitely to see how they play that out.
Yeah.
Where they're going to move to. Yeah.
Both really good players too. So
both really good players. And Brad's stuff looks amazing too. So if you guys want to see some good hobby, some good painting skills, make sure you check out Brad's stuff because he's done a really nice job with these Flesh Eaters as well.
All the stuff he paints is always really nice on the table.
Yep. So yeah, that's it. So that's the matchups. Pretty exciting. I'm excited. You guys excited? You better be. Now that you know who you're playing, your little minds are just going to be like,
Yeah.
how am I going to win
In a
this?
couple of days, I'll be just strategizing. I got all the lists.
Yeah. All the lists are here. Some people have put their lists up on Down Under Pairings. I added everyone in, obviously, that didn't register on there. No work will be done tomorrow. I don't want to work tomorrow either. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We don't really have anything else to discuss when it comes to the day, does it? Everything else is going to
Make
be.
sure you're all there nice and early, got all your stuff, usual sort of things.
So 10 a.m. registration, 10:30 kickoff. It's all on the page anyway. And you guys, you've played in the ones before, so you really know how it's going. This is the finale. So who is going to be named the Battlestation Mini Masters?
Have we got predictions,
champion?
guys? Anyone in the chat got predictions?
Well, they're asking us for an overall winner. Look, honestly, I'm going to have to say there's 58% of the
It's definitely going to be
order. So, if we're going for the logical selection here, it's going to be an order list. And within that, it's either Seraphon or KO.
Look,
Or Living Cities. So the Living Cities list is good. That's what I'm
but then Paddy's always going to be right in there because he's a great player and he makes lists that people just don't know how to deal with.
Yeah, so I honestly think it's either going to. I don't really want to say people.
Look, the community is going to be
the community. One of these 12 lists will win on Sunday.
Honestly, I couldn't pick it. Like
I really
couldn't
can't.
pick it.
I really
It
can't.
could go anywhere.
Some of these matchups here are just like on a knife's edge when you look at them. It's all going to come down to the scenarios as well.
Damn right, Sam. Damn right.
Overall, it is going to. I hope Paddy gets them. It is going to be. It is going to be.
Thanks for putting that in the chat.
No worries, I'm all over that. I'm all over that. I got all of the support for Paddy. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody as well.
You couldn't get any shorter, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've got a chair ready for you. Well, you've been seen underneath tables before, Paddy. So you're fine. A broken leg's not gonna stop you from playing. But anyway, that's pretty much it, everyone. I don't think we really need to go in any further. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm really looking forward to seeing people's armies. Please make sure that you got them all painted. I know that's something that we don't really have to say, but get them all done. I don't know. Just get it done. Just get it done. Get it done.
You guys know.
Just be there.
Yeah.
I'm keen.
All right, guys.
Well,
that's us.
That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for supporting and watching and commenting. Yeah, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. Yay! Bye!
See you guys.